Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of are new here, my name is Mishti and this is finally the month of June and aka Pride month, and I'm so excited because I wanted to do something intentional with this video. And I truly believe that literature can completely and utterly transform your life, and it gives you such a wonderful opportunity to step into somebody else's shoes and just get to know experiences that differ from our own and to understand people's lived realities, which is why I'm going to recommend 12 of my favorite queer books in this video. And I'm so excited, and I hope you guys can find a book that resonates with you on this list. And if you have any of your recommendations that you absolutely swear by, feel free to drop them in the comments. So yeah, let's just go straight into the video. Okay, so the first book I'm gonna talk about is James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room, and this book is short but it just hurts and you can feel it deep within your soul. So it's set in 1950s Paris, where an American guy called David, he is stuck between what he wants and what he thinks he should want. So David falls for this guy called Giovanni, and he's also just completely terrified of what that means about his future, his identity, and just like everything. And it's all set in this tiny apartment, and it just constantly starts to feel a little bit more and more like a trap. And the writing is just so stunning. It's so readable. Few think that classics can seem intimidating, but this is just one of those classics that is just so readable with such universal themes, and it will just strike a chord within your heart. And I think everybody just take my word for it, go read Giovanni's Room. What desire is about shame and what happens when you try to run away from love because the entire world has taught you to fear it. Just please take my word for it, go and read Giovanni's Room because it will change the trajectory of your life and it's just that good. The next book is my personal favorite. It's Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and I am a Song of Achilles stan so much that I want to get a tattoo inspired by the book, and I just love that book so much. It will make you cry and just sob your eyes out. This one's a fan favorite, and for all the good reasons. It's basically Greek mythology with a big soft queer heart, and Achilles is this golden boy. He's beautiful, he's talented, he's kind of a god complex situation, and Patroclus is this quiet awkward prince who ends up exiled. Meet, they train with Chiron, they fall in love, and then it's wartime. It's just one of those slow burn romances, and even if you are aware of what's gonna happen, it will just sucker punch you straight in the face. It's gonna break your heart, it's gonna mend your heart, and it's gonna break your heart again. And the writing is just so lyrical, it's so intimate, and it just feels like you're living inside Patroclus's head, and it will destroy you in the best way. And I just like completely love that book. Every now and then I need to revisit that, and it just is so special to me. That was the first Greek mythology retelling I ever read, and it just like is really close to my heart. The last book I'm gonna talk about is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, and honestly, all of her books are pretty great for you to read if you want to read it in Pride Month. And this one is just pure chaotic sapphic magic, and the protagonist August, she's 23, she's cynical, and she's just like fully convinced that love isn't real. That is until she meets Jane. Jane is gorgeous, she's mysterious, she's leather jacket clad, and she is the kind of person you would have a crush on while you're commuting somewhere. And she finds out Jane is literally stuck in 1970s. Yeah, she's stuck on a train, which sounds bizarre, but it's just like unfolds really beautifully. So now August has to figure out how to save her and maybe, just maybe, find herself again and find the ability to love again. It's just so fun, it's romantic, it's messy, and it just has a wonderful found family and a support system. Basically, if you've ever crushed on someone on a public transport, this one's for you, and I think it's gonna strike a chord with you. Next book I'm gonna talk about is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and if you don't know this already, I am a self-proclaimed Taylor Jenkins Reid's biggest fan. And if you love all of her other works, I am sure you're also gonna love this one. It just came out very recently, and this is about to be your next obsession. So it's basically set in the 1980s. It's right in the middle of NASA's shuttle program, and it follows Joan. She's a quiet astronomy professor, and she suddenly decides to chase her childhood dream of becoming an astronaut. She joins this super competitive training program. She finds this deep, unexpected connection with one of the other women. It's slow burn, it's emotional, it's got space and sapphic tension and stars, literally and metaphorically, and it's just classic Taylor Jenkins Reid, and you just need to read this. And I am gonna die on that hill that I need to get as many people as I can to read Taylor Jenkins Reid's work. It's just about ambition, it's about love, identity, and figuring out your place in the universe. And it's just classic and typical Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it's just amazing. That's all I can say. I just love Taylor Jenkins Reid's work so much. I would read a grocery list if I could, and I just love her work. So the next one is a little different. So it's called Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield, and this one is weird and weird but in a good way, right? So it's like sapphic gothic horror meets quiet heartbreak. So basically, Miri's wife Leah, she goes on a deep sea mission and she comes back different. Now she's physically there, but emotionally she feels like she's still at the bottom of the ocean. And whatever she brought back with her, it's just creeping into her home and their love. It's very eerie, it's very weird, it's very, very sad. And if you just like slow, unsettling grief stories with metaphors that just feel like a warm hug and also a tad creepy, I think this one's gonna just be perfect for you. So next I want to talk about Girl, Woman, Other by Bernardine Evaristo, and this book is just like a chorus because it has such a wide array of characters, and it mostly consists of black British women and some queer women, and all of them are telling their stories in this flowing, poetic, no punctuation style prose, and it just somehow works so wonderfully. So basically, it moves through decades, identities, cities, and generations, showing how queerness, race, gender, class, all of that overlap and collide so much. Honestly, it just truly has everything: mothers and daughters, artists and activists, loves and strangers. It's messy, it's vibrant, and it's so full of life. And I think if you're looking for a beginner friendly one, I think this could be definitely it. The next one I talk about is Lihaaf by Ishmat Chuktai, and this is a story that I read for my English literature degree. And this is short, but it's so legendary and it's so powerful. So it's an Urdu story from 1942, and it caused a huge, huge, huge scandal back then. It's told through the eyes of a 9-year-old curious narrator, and the child basically goes to visit her aunt, and her aunt is a woman. She's ignored by her husband, and she's secretly craving something else. Now, the aunt's itch is basically a powerful metaphor for queer desire and how it's hidden beneath society's surface. It's very subtle, it's brave, and it's groundbreaking for its time, and it's just like the kind of book you would not have expected to come out during that particular cultural and socio-political context. And if you want to see queer love quietly but fiercely told in South Asian literature, I think Lihaaf is a must read. Next we're going to talk about is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, and this one's not out yet. Oh wait, it might be till the time you guys see it, but it just got the bookish community buzzing because we're so excited, and Panmac India sent it to me 10 days before its release, which I'm so grateful for. Unreal pinch me moment, and it's just such a genre bending story, and it moves across centuries. It follows wild fierce women whose lives are tangled by love, rage, and the best part, vampires. And one of the reviews of this book said toxic lesbian vampires, and I'm like, sign me up, I want to read that. So it's basically about this rebellious girl trapped in 1532, to a woman caught in forbidden love in 1827 London, and to modern day women who is chasing answers and revenge. And this book is so dark, it's intense, and it's utterly captivating. And I am so excited because it is classic V. Schwab. We're into stories with a little bit of a bite, and quite literally actually, and complex queer women who don't hold back. I think this one's for you. And it's a vampire story. Do I need to say more? So next I want to talk about Open Heaven by Sean Hewitt, and this is such a quiet and powerful story. It basically follows the themes of love and self-discovery, and it's set in a small village in northern England, and it follows James, a shy 16-year-old who's just like starting out to understand his sexuality, and he feels alone and isolated in it. And then James meets Luke. He is a slightly older, wild, and troubled boy who shakes up his world. So Luke's got a messy past, but there's something about him that just draws him to James, and you just know it's gonna be so electrifying. And it's all about desire, it's about longing, and the bittersweet fear of just like falling in love for the first time. And it's so poetic, it's so raw, and you just like need to read it. Now I want to talk about Bad Habit by Alana S. Portero, and this is a powerful coming of age story, and it's about a trans girl growing up in a working class Madrid during the tough 1980s and the wild 1990s. Kate is stuck in a boy's body, but knowing who she is inside, she struggles to find a place in a neighborhood that doesn't accept her. And amid the city's nightlife, heroin epidemic, and just like the chaotic party scene, she finds a chosen family, a community, but also she faces harsh violence and a lot of hard choices. It's so poetic and it's just full of personality and heart and character. It dives deep into the issues of gender, class, identity, and it shows that strength that comes from sisterhood and self discovery. We're going to talk about is so good. And if you take one book from this video, let this be it. It's called Young Mungo by Douglas Stewart. And I saw somebody describe it to me as a gay Romeo and Juliet, and I'm like, that just sounds so up my alley. Sign me up. Young Mungo basically follows two characters, James and Mungo, and both of them are from different backgrounds, and they should have been enemies as per the societal norm, but they end up as best friends. So Mungo is a Protestant and James is Catholic, and their friendship just grows into something more as they find a secret place to escape. And Mungo just struggles to hide who he really is, and he just especially struggles to hide it from his violent older brother. And when Mungo is sent away on a fishing trip with two strange men, he has to find all of his strength just to get back safe and keep the hope of a future with James alive. It's a powerful and emotional story about masculinity, about sectarian divides, queer love, and just like the courage it takes to be yourself and to survive in a world that's not in your favor. And lastly, this video just could not have been complete without mentioning Heartstopper by Alice Oseman, and this book is so cute. I just love that book so much. And this is the kind of series, and if I'm not wrong, the entire series you can read in 3 hours, and I'm pretty sure that you can do that. A queer graphic novel. It also has been adapted into a wonderful TV show, which is also a brilliant book adaptation, and it has a whole generation in a chokehold, and for all the right reasons. It's pure, it's innocent, and it's so affirming, and it's just like wrapping yourself in a warm blanket, and it's so cute, it's so wonderful. See Charlie, he's a nervous openly gay kid, and he has been through a tough time at school, and now things are starting to look up. So Nick, he is the happy kind rugby player who's heard about Charlie but never really talked to him before. When they finally meet, they quickly become friends, and Charlie starts to wonder if there could ever be something more between them. It's so sweet, it's a gentle and so heartwarming story about friendship, first love, and just like discovering who you really are. And please read Heartstopper. You can probably finish the whole series in like 3 hours. Of course, because of a time crunch, I can't possibly talk about every single book I want to talk about, which is why these are some honorary mentions that I think deserve a spot on your TBR. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys find some good recommendation out of this video, which I know you will, because these books just are that good. And I truly think that these books will help you learn, unlearn, and just heal something in yourself that you don't even know needed healing. And yeah, if you have any other recommendations, feel free to drop them in the comments. Let's talk. And if you've read any of these books, then let me know if you like them. And if you're gonna read any of these books, let me know which one you're gonna start with. So yeah, that's for this video. Thank you for watching, and bye.